So imagine a market that is just, well, completely frozen. Like nobody's buying, nobody is selling, and sales have plummeted to a 19-year low.
Yeah, an absolute ghost town.
Right. And by all laws of economics, prices should be in free fall in that scenario. But what happens when they stubbornly refuse to drop? Welcome to today's deep dive.
We've got a really fascinating one today.
We really do. We are unpacking a recent real estate analyst transcript that covers the 2026 Las Vegas housing market. And our mission for you today is to decode why this market is suddenly surging and, extract the hidden mathematical strategies you can actually use to navigate it.
Because the numbers from this transcript, honestly, they paint a pretty wild picture.
Oh, for sure.
Like back in 2025, Southern Nevada saw its lowest annual sales total since 2007. We are talking just 22,512 single-family homes trading hands.
It was a total financial deep freeze.
Exactly. But then, suddenly, between February and March of 2026, closed sales jumped by a staggering 41.8%.
Okay, let's unpack this right here because it's like a coiled spring finally snapping. But if buyers were completely frozen out by high rates in 2025, what triggered them to jump back in now?
That is the big question.
Right. Especially when the median price stubbornly flatlined at $480,000. Like, why didn't prices drop to thaw the market?
Well, it comes down to a concept called a healthy floor.
A healthy floor.
Yeah. You would naturally assume a massive sales freeze means an inevitable price crash. But sellers were, locked into those incredibly low mortgage rates they secured years ago.
So they just refused to sell.
Precisely. That severely restricted the supply of homes, which actually prevented prices from crashing. It created this highly sticky market where that $480,000 median price effectively became bedrock.
Okay, so if prices didn't budge at all to entice buyers, what actually fueled this 42% sales spike?
The analysts call it a balanced rebound.
Okay.
And it's driven entirely by a sudden surge in inventory. Active listings in early 2026 are up over 15% year over year.
Wow, 15%.
Yeah, by April, Clark County hit 6,547 available units. We are finally seeing nearly a 4-month supply of homes.
That's a massive shift.
It really is. And because of that extra supply, the average days a home spends on the market has stretched out to 157 days.
Wait, hold on. That doesn't make sense to me.
How so?
If homes are sitting empty for 157 days, that's over 5 months. Shouldn't buyers just be demanding massive price cuts across the board? They have all the power, right?
It is a super common assumption, but mathematically, demanding a steep price cut is actually the wrong move.
Really? Why is that?
Because the real leverage for a buyer isn't in hacking away at the sticker price, it's actually in the financing.
Oh, right. The transcript highlights a specific target for buyers here, which is homes that have been sitting for more than 45 days.
Exactly.
But instead of asking the seller for, say, a $10,000 price drop, the analysts recommend asking for a permanent rate buydown.
Yeah, because by day 45, sellers are starting to panic. You leverage that anxiety to negotiate $15,000 or more in seller credits.
That makes a lot of sense.
Then you use those credits to essentially prepay interest up front. That lowers your loan's percentage rate for the entire lifespan of the mortgage.
So you're taking market rates, which were in the mid 6% range in April, and buying them down into the 5% range.
You've got it.
Let's put that into perspective for you. Cutting $10,000 off the purchase price might save you, maybe $60 a month?
Roughly, yeah.
But using that same $10,000 to permanently buy down your rate from 6.5% to 5.5% saves you around $300 a month.
It is a huge difference.
That is the real leverage. You are literally using the seller's money to subsidize your mortgage for the next 30 years.
Exactly. Plus, the data shows sellers are even covering closing costs and accepting repair requests again.
Which is huge.
It is. The overarching lesson from all this data is that waiting on the sidelines for pandemic-era 3% rates to magically return is just a losing game.
It really is. It will ultimately cost you more in lost equity than you will ever save in interest.
So true.
So, if you're ready to jump into this market, you need to arm yourself. Get a fully underwritten pre-approval.
Definitely.
That means the bank has already verified all your financials, making your offer basically as solid as a cash buyer. And don't ignore the softened condo market right now either.
Oh yeah, according to the analysts, that could be an absolute gold mine.
The freeze really is over. It is just a matter of knowing how to navigate the thaw.
Couldn't agree more.
Which leaves us with this final thought for you to chew on. What if, in today's housing landscape, the true key to building wealth isn't finding the perfect property, but mastering the financial engineering of the deal itself?